All right, let's do a few takeaways from Sunday loss for the Detroit Lions real quick. So I'm gonna give y'all, I don't know, let's call it, I don't know, let's call it 10 takeaways, right? Um, Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all the notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. Go live or drop video. Okay, so um, okay, so let's start with number 10. I ain't going in no specific order, but number 10, Jeff Okuda is actually fucking good. All right, Jeff Okuda is good. Um, So, as of right now, through 3 weeks, he's been doing his thing. And he had a hell of a game versus Justin Jefferson. He did get some help over there, but at some points, he took them on mono. They played a lot of zone in this game too. But you know, but he was targeted 6 times, 3 receptions, 14 yards against Jeff Okuda. So Jeff Okuda, he a stud, what I'm saying, so far this season. Didn't go, you got to give him his credit. He took a lot of flack. He was asked to switch positions by the fans. He was very resilient and he did his thing. Number 9, Amani Oruwariye was utter trash, and I think it was the back injury, but he was very trash. Against Adam Thielen. And at one point, I felt they should have pulled him off the field long time ago. He should have been pulled off that field, and he was that bad. Or he should have been on Justin Jefferson with help. And that's just what it is. So Marnie Warrior was a huge reason why they lost that game. I think he was 50% of the reason they lost the game. Thielen was eating alone. Now I don't know what Thielen ended up in the game with, but he ain't really had a good game in fucking forever. Honestly, when you look at him in fantasy, I think a lot of people gave up on him last year. He had 6 catches for 61 yards and 1 TD, and it seemed like a lot more than that. So Amani Oruwariye was utter booty cheeks, and it was that bad. It was really that bad. You know what I'm saying? So, but then again, we knew that kind of was going to be an issue because the front end is lacking help. You seen it yesterday. It's only so much. When they get more tape on Aiden Hutchinson, he's gonna start to kind of quiet down. So when they get more and more tape on Hutchinson, because he don't have no help, who on the inside gonna push the pocket? Nobody. Nobody on the inside is gonna push that pocket. So it is what it is. Number 8, you can't depend on DeAndre Swift. I've been saying it. I'm gonna say it again and again. You cannot depend on DeAndre Swift to be a lead back. He is a scat back. And kind of like Carolina finding out with Christian McCaffrey, you can't depend on Christian McCaffrey to be a lead back. You can't. You can't depend on DeAndre Swift to be a lead back. Everybody, went crazy after the first game, and then the second game, he was limited. He did a good game, and obviously he ain't healthy. And it might benefit the team to sit his ass down for a couple weeks. And people say, we can't afford to, man. We know we're not good enough right now. So I'd rather be terrible than in the middle of the pack. And at the end of the day, he is what he is. He just one of them backs that's going. You ever seen that movie Sky High? He hero support. He's hero support. That's all he is. He hero support. If you ain't ever seen this on Disney Plus, but it didn't age too well, but I still love the movie though. You can't depend on him. So, but yeah, you can't depend on him. And but nonetheless, it's number 8. Number 7, looking at it, the injuries. This team is very, very fragile. And they came in the season with injuries, and then they start racking up more injuries. Racking out 900% when Donald Jackson was out. Hawkinson was playing with a hip, even though he a non-factor, and we gonna get to him pretty soon. It's just a lot of injuries. And Josh Reynolds got injured. Then, who else got injured? St. Brown got injured. Tracy Walker might have a torn Achilles. So that's somebody. It's another player people ain't talking about either. So I didn't really blame. I'm gonna get to Ben Campbell, and I already did a video, but I'll get to him later. So the injuries just mounting up. You don't have no push inside the pocket. You're missing several edge rushers. Julian Okora, somebody John Kaminsky. You're missing, Josh Pascal who can rush on the edge. You can rush on the up the middle. You know what I'm saying? You missing critical pieces. You're literally missing critical pieces. Think about it. Onazorki is a starter. Romeo Cora is a starter. Come on. It's two right there. Tracy Walker is a starter. So the injuries was the reason I really, I was mad about the game, and people could blame the coaching for him, kicking the field goal or whatever situation may be. That's fine and dandy. But I don't blame him because he was dealing with too many injuries. Who you going to? Goff connection with Shark and Hawkinson ain't that good. So who you going to? DeAndre Swift literally hobbling out there on the field. So who you really going to? So, that's number 7. Number 6 is the Hawkinson to Jared Goff connection. It's at the point where they got to consider what they're gonna go do with TJ Hawkinson. I know they extended his 1 year. I know they extended his 1 year. They extended his 1 year. His 1 year. 5th year option. But at this point, the way they utilize tight ends, or maybe it's just him, I think it's time to move on. Honestly, it really is. I don't care what he's doing in that blocking game. I really don't. You don't pay the tight end the type of money that that he might to get paid, and you don't utilize him. And a lot of these tight ends took in the first round, they being underutilized. Look at Kyle Pitts this year. Evan Ingram, David Njoku. I mean, keep going on and on. But it is what it is. Let's move on. Number 6, DJ Shark. He caught some balls yesterday, but obviously, you see why he came to the Detroit Lions, why nobody else wanted him. He been a dud this season. Now he caught some balls yesterday, but just don't have the effect. He just don't have the effect. And I mean, I'm not gonna call him a complete dud yet. We ain't through the even one quarter of the season, but 3 catches, 46 yards. Hawkinson was 3 catches, 18 yards. So at the end of the day, dude, it's just a countdown to how healthy Jameson Williams can get, and DJ Shark can go on to the bench. Number 5, where the hell is Quintez Cephas? Your receivers go down, and Khalif Raymond come in, and everybody else come in, and then there's no Quintez Cephas. Cephas is better than Raymond. And that's a huge, huge question for me. Where is Quintez Cephas? He's somebody that can move the change. He's somebody, especially, you miss Amon-Ra St. Brown. At least he's somebody you can put in the game and can make a big catch. You can target him. So that was crazy to me. At least you can target him. So, honest question, but at number 6, number 5, Ben Johnson. His play call was sketchy in the second half. He continues to throw the ball out on first downs. They just need to continue to run the ball. Where's the screen game? Where's the wide receiver screen game? So, just a couple questions, man. It's a couple kinks that got to be fixed up with Ben Johnson. Just a couple. Nothing too critical, but you ask yourself, he just like to throw the ball so much on first down. You don't have like Matthew Stafford. You don't have Peyton Manning or nothing like that. That ain't who you got. So I don't know. But number 4, Dan Campbell. People gonna talk about the field goal and all that stuff. He bitched up. Now, this is what I will say, and I did say in the video earlier. He bitched up. He really did. He bitched up. That's what we can say. He bitched up. Nothing more, nothing less. He bitched up. Kicking that field goal. He was aggressive all game. And maybe they felt like, they didn't have no more maybe felt like they didn't have no more good fourth down plays anymore. He said it was his fault and all that, but maybe they felt like that, but he bitched up. You got to stick to your guns. And he didn't do that. You got to stick to your guns. And he didn't do it. So, I mean, something to think about. Number 3, Mike Hughes, giving up the 7 route, or the corner route, excuse me. Giving up the corner route. You get rid of AJ Parker and Mike Hughes, that was terrible. You don't give that up at the end of the game. But then again, you got to understand your safeties in the back end all new. Deshaun Elliott ain't too bad. Tracy Walker was out in the game. He the leader on defense. So that's just something to think about. That was critical. That was critical. Obviously that was a critical part in the game. You go number 2. That's a good question. Number 2. Yeah, Hutchinson, they got tape on Hutchinson now. They got tape on Hutchinson. And they was able to kind of slow him down yesterday. And now, now that the team see what he can and can't do, and they getting footage on him. Now it's going to be an uphill battle for him. Now it's going to be an uphill battle for Aiden Hutchinson. So he best be prepared. He was a little silent yesterday, in my opinion. He was a little silent, but to end it off real quick, number one is Jared Goff. No real gripe with Jared Goff. At all. No real gripe with Jared Goff. None. But he just not good enough. He's just not good enough. People was kind of blaming him yesterday, and like I said, I didn't blame him. I did not blame him yesterday, but he not good enough. And when you in the situations that when you in those situations that you need for the quarterback to put the team on his back for one play, he not that guy. He not that guy. Everything got to be right around Jared Goff for him to be successful, or close to perfect for him to be successful. And that's what it is. Everything damn near got to be perfect. So he's just not one of them dudes who's gonna be able to go, make that play. He made some plays off platform and improvise yesterday, but he consistently can't do that. So, you know, Jared Goff is just not, good enough to put a team on his back, even, temporarily for a drive. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live or drop a video. Appreciate the love and support. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Peace.